All right, thanks guys. I hope you had a nice little break there. So we went through homeostasis. We talked about a bunch of different things that our body needs to regulate. And now we're going to get into how it does it. And basically we're going to do that by talking about organ systems. Organs and organ systems. So let me switch to my presentation. There we go. So you guys remember this assignment on macromolecules? Macromolecules was assignment number 4, I think. You guys want to flip to that page in your notebook? We talked about the hierarchy, biological hierarchy of life. All right, so it starts with organism, and then this is organ system, organ, and then tissue, and then down to the cell, right? So those different layers. And we're going to watch a nice little video from Khan Academy that talks about organ system and how those different layers or that hierarchy works, different levels. Here we go.
Body is. For example, just to name a few things that your body's already been doing today, you're using your lungs to take breaths in and out, your heart's beating without stopping, and your brain is coordinating your body's functions and at the same time helping you understand this video. All these body parts are made up of cells, which, as you might remember, are the smallest units of life. And it's so amazing that trillions of cells without thoughts or intentions of their own can come together to form something as complex as the human body. To help us understand how this occurs, we have to understand how the body is organized. The human body has a hierarchical organization, meaning it's made up of nested layers, each one more complex than the last. In this case, 4 different layers make up this hierarchy. Cells, which make up tissues, tissues which make up organs, organs which make up organ systems, and finally, organ systems which help the human body function as a whole. So let's start with cells and tissues. Cells are the smallest unit of life and the most basic level of organization in the human body. In the human body, not all cells look or work the same. Instead, they're specialized to carry out different functions. After cells, the next level of organization is tissues. A tissue is a collection of similar, specialized cells. And all of the cells that make up a tissue are like a team. They work together to ensure the tissue works properly. For instance, this image shows a section of the type of epithelial tissue that lines the inside of your mouth.
You guys remember when we looked at these under the microscope? We did the scraped cells,
which are specialized to help protect your mouth from wear and tear. So the next time you're eating a pointy tortilla chip, remember how important this epithelial tissue is. Next up are organs and organ systems. So organs are structures that are made up of multiple different types of tissues, which all work together to help the organ function. And an organ system is a group of organs that work together to carry out complex functions for the body. For instance, the lungs, shown here in the diagram, are made up of several tissue types that help them expand and contract. These tissue types include epithelial tissue, which is the same type of tissue we talked about earlier in the mouth, and connective tissue. And these tissues work together so that the lungs can carry out their role in the respiratory system, which is the organ system that allows us to respire or breathe. The respiratory system is made up of multiple organs, including the lungs, the trachea, the nose, and the diaphragm. When we breathe, our diaphragm, which is this muscle right here, contracts. Air is pulled through our nose and trachea and into our lungs. Here, gas exchange happens, and our bodies take in oxygen and get rid of carbon dioxide. Then, our diaphragm relaxes and we exhale. The respiratory system and other organ systems in the body carry out specific functions but work together to keep us alive. And they do this mostly without us even realizing it. So it might get a little tricky to remember how all 4 levels of organization, cells, tissues, organs, and organ systems relate to each other. I like to think of these 4 different levels almost like the Russian nesting dolls that fit one inside another, with cells being the smallest doll on the inside. So cells make up tissues, tissues make up organs, and organs make up organ systems. All of these components come together to make up the human body. So I hope you've learned more about how our body's organization helps us thrive and stay alive. So now use your brain to tell your muscular system to move your arm and give yourself a pat on the back, because your body and its organized hierarchical system is really awesome.
Yay. Oops. A little bit cheesy, but I like it. Nice videos. And you guys know that when you're studying for things, you can always go on YouTube and find these great videos that people have created. Okay, so we're going to have another sharing exercise, pairing and sharing exercise. What I'm going to ask you to do is to talk to each other and just think of all the organs that you can come up with in, let's say, 30 seconds, okay? 30 seconds, all the all the organs that you can come up with, okay? Go for it. What do you got, Jackson? Organs. What are the organs you depend on when you play basketball? Heart? Oh, yeah. Lungs? Okay, your lungs are not here. Cool. What do you guys do? Your lungs? All right, excellent. You guys are doing great. That was a good one. I'm glad to see you guys have thought about that before. Jovian, how are you? All right, so we're now going to, let's see. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, give myself some room here. We're going to share some of those organs, and we're going to write them down here. And you can write, as we do, you can write them down yourself on the sheet. I'm going to try to write them in an organized way, so that then when we do organ systems, the organs are already written in the right place. Hopefully I can do it right. I lost my pen. Oh, there it is. All right. How about some organs? You guys all had lots of good examples. Anybody want to shout one out? Say louder. Skin? Yep, skin, absolutely. That's a weird organ, isn't it? Skin. Okay, cool. Another one? Heart. Yes. Brain. Lungs? Okay. Let's see. Lungs can go here because they're related to the heart, right? Can also go on its own. Over here, I think. Okay, another one? Stomach. Yes, let's put stomach here. What else? Anything related to stomach? Intestines, right? Skin, we got skin. There's also structures. So not everything is, I guess, an organ really, but if you think skin, then you can also talk about hair and nails, right? What else? How about muscle? Muscle? Muscle, and then going with muscle would be bones, right? Skeleton.
Yes.
All right, I think that's not too bad. Okay, so now I want you to look at those ones that we have there and think about what organ systems they're part of, okay? I mean, some of those are pretty easy. Lungs, pretty easy to figure out the organ system, right? Oh, look at that. We even have a body over there. Wow. Mr. DiLemme's twin has come to join us to show off all the organs. Thanks. That's really cool to have that. Yeah. Maybe during the break, you guys can all go check that out. Okay, so share with each other for about 30 seconds. Come up with different organ systems that all of these organs belong to, okay? Organ systems. It's a little harder than the organs, but it's doable. Organ systems.
Before a big presentation, I'm very nervous. How was the liver like a starfish? So you can donate part of your liver. Actually, you wouldn't be allowed to. If you're an adult, you can donate part of your liver. It's dangerous, but
Okay, I heard some really good ones. I know it's a little bit harder because we don't think about these all the time. Who has some examples they can share with us? We can assign some of these organs to organ systems. Jackson.
Your digestive system.
Digestive system, that's right. Over here, right? Stomach and intestines, those are part of the digestive system. Cool. And what do they regulate? Anybody know? Some of these things here that we have that we're regulating, what would the digestive system help with? Food. So food. So that's energy, right? How about water? Does the water help with the digestive system? Right? Water. Salt too, I guess, right? We got to bring in salt. And the digestive system is the stomach, intestines. It's also like your mouth, your throat, your esophagus, all of those things. Okay, how about another organ system? Cardiovascular system, right? Cardiovascular system. Whoop. That's a great one. And the cardiovascular system, where is it here? Oh, it's not even on this. Oh, circulatory system. I see. So the cardiovascular system, I guess, is kind of like circulatory and respiratory, right? So cardiovascular system, circulatory would be the heart, blood, and the vessels. Okay, and then maybe we'll divide and put the lungs under respiratory system. And that, again, that would involve the nose, right? The trachea, in addition to the lungs. Okay, so cardiovascular system, what are these things would it regulate, help to regulate? Do you think that, does the cardiovascular system carry energy in it? Do we get, and the cells get energy from, where's the glucose? It's in your blood, right? So that one can do energy, basically in the form of glucose and other molecules. It can also do the water because it carries the water to your cells. It carries to your cells and away. It also, oxygen and carbon dioxide is really important, cardiovascular system, right? Having that blood. How about the respiratory system? If we do respiratory system, what does it, think of something that obvious? Yep, it's respiratory is lungs and your trachea and your nose, all those things. What does it help to regulate? Respiratory system. What's the most important thing? Starts with it. Oh, we already did it. So obvious you guys didn't think of it. Oxygen, yes. Oxygen is O2, right? How about getting rid of something that we don't want? CO2, yes. Absolutely. Very good. So there's really important for those things. Oh, here's lungs here. Just right there. All right. How about the brain? The brain is part of what? Nervous system, right? Super important. What other parts of the nervous system are there? Brain? Spinal cord, yes. And I can think of one more part. Nerves. My goodness, you guys are good. Yes. And so what does it regulate? The nervous system. A lot of stuff, right? Anybody want to hazard guesses? Any of these things? The brain? Honestly, it probably involved with all of them to some extent. But definitely things like, oh, we don't have temperature here. Body temperature. So nervous system is definitely involved in temperature. That's a big one. Oxygen and carbon dioxide as well. Things like that, like your breathing rate is controlled by your nervous system. Okay, cool. I think we got a good coverage there on different ones. If you guys want, we'll take another little break. Okay, we're gonna give you 5 minutes, but go over here and Mr. DiLemme and I can show you the different organs and take a look at that. I think that really brings it to life. You see how everything is packed inside there. We don't get to see that, right? Until you have a model like this. So go ahead and take a look.
If you have an organ, please put it back in the body. Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I know a parent of one of my students last year made it for me.
I wonder how long it would. Yeah, I wonder how long
Okay, guys, 1 minute.